Please use discernment in this message. If you've never seen me before, hi, my name is Stasia. I'm an intuitive astrologer. I'm an intuitive, period. I am getting a message, and I think there's a couple of them. But overall, you are going through a transformation. I want this message to reach those that it is supposed to reach, right? But you're going through a transformation, and butterflies could be significant. You could be seeing a lot of butterflies. You could also be seeing gnats, right? And there is this energy. You tell me the law, because I want to say like the law of duality or like the law of reciprocity, or but I don't know which one it is. It is the energy of like, because you're going through a transformation, I feel like your light is increasing. And because your light is increasing, darkness is trying to attach to that. And not attach to you, but trying to counteract that, right? I feel this energy very heavy. I also am hearing spirit say that they want you to remember like God energy, source energy. So, and they're giving it to me in a story. And so the story that they're giving me is like, remember the lessons that you've learned through the experiences that you've been in when God showed up. So I have a 15-year-old son. When I was with his father, when I first met his father, one almost ran him over. That should have been my first clue, right? It wasn't. I've always been rebellious. I've always tested my boundaries. I've always tested things to see if there's truth in them. And so when I got with his father, it had to be like 2 weeks into the relationship. We were in the car driving to the casino, and I could hear spirit say to me, because I've always heard spirit differently, but very loud, this is not him, right? This is not where you're supposed to be. And my response was, I don't care. This is what I'm about to do. And the beautiful thing about God is that there is an allotted choice. You have choice. Okay, I'll get to that, spirit. Okay, so you have choice. And in that, I stayed with this guy for 2 years, and I kept trying to get pregnant on purpose. That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. But I kept trying to get pregnant on purpose, and I could not get pregnant. Like, and I'm young. I'm like, I had my son when I was 23. So I started trying to get pregnant. Trauma, escapism. I was trying to run away from my family. Like, oh, if I have my own kid, then my family won't need me to be their mom, which did not work. But I couldn't get pregnant. And then we break up. And then I got pregnant. The point of the story is I chose to stay in the relationship. And then I couldn't get pregnant because there was a block there. And that's not what was supposed to happen. I don't feel like it was supposed to happen. I genuinely feel like he was my brother in another life, which also is another. I feel like I timeline jumped when I was with him before I knew what that fucking meant. And then when he left, or we broke up. My son was 6 months old or something. And I sent him back to Pine Bluff, and then like he's been there ever since. But as soon as I sent him back, it was like blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing. And what that taught me was, yes, I had the choice. I made the choice. But in that choice, I blocked the timeline, and I became stagnant where I was, right? I wasn't moving. God couldn't get to me. The things that he was trying to get to me, I just heard them say that they were trying to get to me. Nothing was happening. I was just miserable in this situation. And then I learned the lesson of like, I have choice and what happens when I choose to go against the grain, and what happens. And there's many times over that I've learned this lesson, but that is one of the first times that I remember. And so Spirit is saying they want you to remember where God showed up like that, like the lessons that you've learned in the order of how life works. They don't want you to get caught up in your emotions of the turbulence that you might be in. And they're saying that you have choice until it comes to energy like eclipses. And in eclipses, Spirit has to come and course correct you. So that area where I was like, oh, I'm just going to stay here. I don't know if it was during an eclipse that I sent them back or not, because I've never gone back to look at the time frame. But I'm getting this energy of like, there is always going to be a course correction, and God is always going to come in and trying to help you. God is always working for you, always working for you. So the things that are happening in your life right now are for your benefit. They're for you to make the choice that has been very intuitively known from you, right? So that is one message that is coming through. There was another one. What was the other message, Spirit? They said that it would do you good to like write these things down and to remind yourself. They're also saying to ground your energy in those truths. Oh, they said that I've already said it. So they're telling me now, they're talking about okay. So they're saying like there could be people, like if you find yourself going up, that it could be because people are really mad at you right now. Like some of the boundaries and the things that you've put into place could be pissing people off, right? But really it's just lifting you up, because that rule again of like duality, it's like, okay, I'm setting the boundaries that I know I need to set. These people are angry at me for I didn't do anything to them but disrupt the flow of what was happening. And that is pushing you up because you're being more authentic. And there's something like that going on, or it could be something like that going on in your life. But all of this is because you are transforming and your light is increasing, and God is moving you into the areas that you need to be in. And there is no need for you to worry yourself of who's upset. There is no need for you to worry yourself of if you're making the right decisions, because when you follow the source energy, take it back to God. Like pray about it, God, source, spirit, whatever you believe in, but like take it to that, pray about it, and then follow the guidance that you're given, even if it's unconventional and even if it doesn't make anybody sense to anybody but you. Okay. So I don't know, like what are some of the lessons that you've learned through like life where you knew, oh, okay, like the formula of life. You know, it's like people go, oh, you are what you attract, or, you know, as above, so below. You know, it's like I'm on my cycle. Oh, that's the other thing they were saying. Okay. They're saying that one, you're transforming. And then I feel like there is another group of people that are birthing something new. Whether that's you, whether that's an identity, whether that's a creative project, I feel like you're birthing something new, because I am on my cycle. Sorry for all the information, but I feel like I've been in labor all day. Like and then I keep forgetting, like, why in the fuck am I in so much pain? And then it's like, oh, there's this like supercharged fucking full moon, and I am in tune with that. But I feel like the birthing pains and the labor pains that I'm feeling is because there is a birthing process that is happening, and something new is going to come from this. And that was the other message. Okay. I love you.